SS8H5. Analyze the impact of the Civil War on Georgia. Element A. Explain the importance of key issues and events that led to the Civil War. Include slavery, states' rights, nullification, Compromise of 1850 and the Georgia Platform, the Dred Scott case, Abraham Lincoln's election in 1860, and the debate over secession in Georgia. Our learning target: I will explain how the election of 1860 and the debate over secession led to the Civil War. The straw that broke the camel's back was the election of 1860. In the election of 1860, 4 men ran for president. These men were Abraham Lincoln, John Breckinridge, John Ball, and Stephen Douglas. One of the key issues was slavery. The Democratic Party was split between the North and the South. The Northern Democratic nominee was Stephen Douglas. The Southern Democratic nominee was John Breckinridge. The candidate for the Constitutional Party was John Bell, and his goal was to avoid secession. The nominee for the Republican Party was Abraham Lincoln, and the Republican Party's goal was to avoid the expansion of slavery. Georgia went with John Breckinridge. They didn't even put Lincoln's name on the ballot. Who won the election of 1860? Abraham Lincoln. Many in the South believed Lincoln's goal was to end slavery. After the election, slowly, the Southern states began leaving the Union. Georgia debated, and after 3 days of debates, they decided to leave the Union. They left on January 19th, 1861. During the debates on whether Georgia should leave the Union, many were for it and many were against it. Alexander Stephens gave a speech against leaving the Union. Georgia Governor Joseph E. Brown gave a speech on how they should leave the Union. In the end, Georgia voted to leave the Union with a vote in the General Assembly of 206 to 89 in favor of seceding or leaving the Union. Once Georgia left the Union, Alexander Stephens was voted to be the Vice President of the Confederacy.